Hey everybody, I am back. I'm doing a cutting video because somebody asked me about a cutting video, even though I just put up one of me trying to cut this super soft Victoria's Design and Creation loaf. Probably not the best one, but I have done one other one maybe about a month or so ago, and then I did my first one that was a couple of months up into the spring. So I just wanted to come show you a new loaf I just got today by Front Porch, and it is in the lemon marshmallow birthday cake and peachy keen serendipity birthday cake. I don't know if you can, no, you can't see. I just told you the thing because her labels are really small, but I'm going to show that, and then I'm going to also talk about right quick her different types of wax and how they do, the ones that I've tried anyway. And I've tried a couple. I've tried, yeah, I think the only thing I haven't tried from her is the clamshells and the brittle. I believe those are the only ones that I have not tried from her. But right now I don't have any grubbies. I normally only order the grubbies when I want to try a certain scent, and then I use them. And I just will order one, and I've never ordered any brittle. So let's go ahead to doing a updated on cutting this. I really need to get a tripod. So this is the chunky tart loaf. This is how it looks. It comes in a silver loaf pan like this, and I just pop it out and take it out, and I will put it back in. I don't really, although probably I should, but I just kind of keep them in the loaves. She sends them in polypropylene bags, so there's no need for me. But some people like cutting up their loaves and this, putting them in bags or whatever. I just leave them in. It probably would be easier to cut it up and just grab what you want. But I don't have any bakery bags or whatever. Some people get bakery bags, or some people just use the polypropylene bag. But basically with these loaves, you just cut. Now some loaves are going to fall apart. Some of them are going to be dry and crumbly. Hers do crumble up a little into big chunks, but it is a fairly soft loaf, as you saw. So what you do is keep chopping it like this, and then you will have a piece left, and then you just cut it in half, or however much you want to take. There's really no need for me to cut this in half because they're in kind of like pieces. As you can see, you do need a baker's blade. Some people use big silicone knives or butcher's knives. I don't want to use my kitchen knives to be cutting up wax, so I went and bought a baker's blade from Michael's, and you just take a couple of pieces, and the rest of the pieces you just put back. Whatever you don't use, you just put back in your tin, you know, loaf. Basically, you just go like that, you know, just put it back in your tin loaf. So I'm gonna keep that on there because I'm gonna put it in a polypropylene bag. But I'm gonna put this loaf, actually I'm gonna cut another piece off. Hopefully it don't crumble, but it did. Some crumble badly, worse than this, but it's not a big deal. So anywho, that's the loaf. So now I'm gonna pick up my phone. I just wanted to prop my phone up so I can show you how to cut my loaf. And basically that's what you do, just cut down. You just cut down, and once you get that slice off like a slice of bread or something, you just cut the pieces that you want. You could cut it in half, you know, or lay it down and cut it into fours, however you want to cut it. Or you can just cut it up, like cut it down like slices of bread, and just cut it down the middle and bag it up if you want to. So anywho, I'm gonna bring you over here to the different types of wax that Front Porch makes that I have. So here you have your chunky tart muffin, and she called it chunky tarts because of the chunks that she puts in the wax and all throughout. These are $5. I don't think you really need to know the blends because this is not about the blends. It's about the different types of wax and how they perform. Each one perform. This is what she would call her triple layer macaroon. It has 3 different scents in it. She also has regular macaroons or 2-scent macaroons as well. These are her paraffin butterflies. Her butterflies are all paraffin. She also has paraffin grubbies, and then she has her original parasoy grubbies. I should have brought my water over here. I hate when I do that. Then she has, these are the chunky tart loaves. I like the chunky tart loaves because you can smell the individual scents. This is the lemon marshmallow. And then this is the peachy keen mixed with birthday cake and serendipity. But you can smell, you know, you can smell the different scents. You're always going to have one scent that's going to be in the chunky pieces. Maybe 2, I don't know. But I think it looks cool too. This is her shavable. She has 2 different sizes. This is a glass mason jar. This is her 9-ounce. And I believe her smaller one comes in a number 5 plastic cup. Of course, for a cheaper price. Then this is her tart oil. And they come in these nice glass jars that you can reuse for something else. What? I don't know. But they're very pretty. She puts the expiration date and then the name with her website and the name of your the name of her company. She also puts on the front, you know, her logo and Front Porch candles and tart oil wax. So let's get into it because it's 6 minutes of doing all that. Basically, the chunky muffin and this is the same. They just, one is smaller than the other. This one is just in the muffin form. This one is in a loaf form. They perform the same. I like her chunky loaves or her loaves. She has a regular loaf that's just smooth. All the scents are mixed in one. There's no chunks in it or anything like that. I never bought those. I just always like the look of the chunky. Just my preference. But they perform the same. They give very good long-lasting throw. I've never had a problem with any of the loaves. Maybe I didn't like a scent, and I think it's only, I haven't ordered many of her loaves. I ordered one, and I just didn't like the scent of it, but I have another one that's a lemon marshmallow birthday cake. I love it. I tried to get that again, but she ended up mixing up the scents. With this one, I had put in a request for 2 loaves. One was the lemon marshmallow birthday cake because I had been using the one I had and I didn't want to run out, and she had not been putting up my requests lately. And so I said, let me see if she'll put it up. This way I have another one that can be sitting and curing until I get through the first one. And I wanted to try her peach since Mama Beanies have been boasting about how good they were. I wanted to start off with the Peachy King. So I put in a request for Peachy King Serendipity birthday cake. She has the best birthday cake in my opinion. You can get it by itself and it will still smell very good. But I love Serendipity and I love her birthday cake. And so I figured I'd mix that with the Peachy King and see how it turns out. Well, I put it in the same comment box and she ended up just mixing it all together and giving me a loaf that is lemon marshmallow birthday cake, Peachy King Serendipity birthday cake. What is it?
Can I do flashcards for my spelling words?
Sure. You didn't have to come ask me that. Just pick out something and do it. Okay. I'm sorry. So, yeah, this is what I ended up with. And it does smell very good. I do like it. It's very sweet. Very sweet. I should say I'm hoping it's not like syrupy sweet or too sweet. But the Peachy Keen I do like. Anywho, very good throw on her Parasoy. These are Parasoy blends. I love them. Normally, if I order from her, unless I'm just trying a scent, I will order the loaf. I would just go ahead and order a loaf because I'm pretty familiar with the different scents now. that I've been ordering so much from the different companies. I mean, they're not going to be off by too much, but I'm pretty, you know, I'm very well versed or know it pretty much in about range of what the scents are going to be, and I don't go off too much when it comes to my blends. But yeah, so I just go ahead, unless it's a single scent, I get it in the butterfly or a grubby, but I'll just go ahead and order a loaf, or either I'll do it in a tart oil for the most part, but I great throw on the parasol loaves, and you know, chunky loaves or regular loaves. I've tried, I don't think I may have gotten another, ordered one other scent in the triple macaroons, and they were just okay. I don't know why, because these are her parasol too, I believe, and this is what it looks like. I don't know if it's just the scent, but strawberry is kind of like a light scent. It's not a very strong punch you in the face type of scent. And I got one before, I don't know what it was, but it was okay. And I melted one of these, and it was okay. You know, it didn't blow me away. But I will say that her butterflies are paraffin. Her paraffin is very strong, and the longer it sits, the stronger it gets. But it does very well as soon as you get it. Paraffin, you really don't need to cure, but with any wax, the longer it cures, the better it will get. But her butterfly, her paraffin butterflies, I have not had one that let me down yet. They are very strong, give very good scent throw. It's just that to order a million of these things is not really worth my time. I get more bang for my buck if I just go ahead and order a loaf. Although her loaves do not come in paraffin, so it's just a preference. But I will say, whenever I do come across a scent like her marshmallow bubblegum or something like that I've ordered that several times in the butterfly paraffin. And I will say, other than her parasol loaves, chunky loaves, I do love her paraffin butterflies. They give great throw, like I'm talking 10, smell up your whole house type of, half of it anyway, type of throw. And I have melted the butterflies in my bedroom and in my open area, and I was very impressed, loved it. The shaveable, I don't know, I'm not really a big fan. This is the only scent. I had other scents in shavables, but I didn't care for the scent, and so I de-stashed them. But I do like the banana. Y'all know banana is one of my favorite scents, and this is in her Nana's banana pudding, which smells very good, but to me, not a very strong thrower. I don't know why, because I get great throw from let me show y'all one of my chunky muffins. Actually, I got one in my thing. This one right here is a chunky muffin, and this is a banana serendipity birthday cake, and although it's stuck to the bowl, and let me tell you, this bad mama jamma right here throw for hours and very strong. Yeah, so, and it has bananas in it. I don't know if it's probably not the nanas, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the shaveable. That's just me. I'm not sure what this blend is in her shaveable. It is a hard wax. You do have to scoop this out with a spoon. That's the only way it's going to come out. Again, it is hard. But maybe I need to try other scents. I'm not sure. And one that I like. But let's go on, because I'm going to have to end this soon. Tart oil. I absolutely love her tart oils. You may have some scents that don't throw as strong as others, but for me, I like the bottle. I like the concept. I do get strong throws out of most of them, especially the very fruity blends, like the Fruit Loop blends. All of my blends are mostly Fruit Loop. The pistachio through very strong, and it's a different type of wax, but it does go pretty quick if you use it all the time. It won't last as long. So that's my opinion on her different types of wax. I'm sorry it feels rushed, but I got to end this at 15 minutes. My favorites are the Loaf for the chunky, the tart oil, and